उसके अंदर जो हाल ही में वर्चुअल समिट हुआ सर, उसके अंदर ये हेल्थ की इश्यूज को लेके जरा डिस्कशन भी हुआ था, तो ये भी चाहने के चांसेस ज्यादा है सर।
ठीक है, चलिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। सो मुस्तफा, प्लीज कैन यू डू वन फेवर विथ मी? Please give me all the list of the topics which you have made, which were in the news related to this international organization.
Sir, I have already shared in the group.
Very good, very good. Thanks, Mustafa. So please share it with us so that we all can prepare for that. Fine. Can I go to the next question? अभी आपको समझ में आ गया ना कि how the questions are being asked on this particular topic? Pranav, is it clear to you? Hello, am I audible to you, Pranav?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So there is at least one question every year which is asked on this type of indexes. Then very clear. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 10, which is related to the science and technology. Which of the following statement is or are correct regarding the Smart India Hackathon 2017? So in 2017, a Smart India Hackathon was conducted by the government. So whenever such type of such type of programs or such type of the summits are conducted by the government, especially with respect to the cyber security and then certain other the digitalization of India and all. तो इस तरीके का अगर कोई गवर्नमेंट ने अगर कुछ ऑर्गेनाइज किया है, गवर्नमेंट, आई एम सेइंग अगेन गवर्नमेंट, you need to know about it. So here it is mentioned, which of the following statement is correct related to the Smart India Hackathon? And can anybody tell me what is the meaning of hackathon? जैसा मैराथन होता है वैसे एक हैकेथॉन होता है. Any idea what could be the meaning of hackathon? Amulya, am I audible to you? What do you think? What could be the meaning of hackathon? जैसे मैराथन होता है उसी तरीके से ये है.
It's usually coding contest.
ठीक है. Hackathon was actually initiative started by the government to invite all the hackers and help the government to find out which type of hackings are taking place and how to protect the India's critical infrastructure by such type of future the cyber attack. So it is mentioned here, it is a centrally sponsored scheme for developing every city of our country into a smart cities in a decade. So what do you think? The statement is correct or wrong? Yeah, even if you don't know what is the meaning of Smart India Hackathon, but you can read the statement and you can easily guess whether the statement is correct or wrong. So statement, you can just read it out. It is centrally sponsored scheme for developing every city of our country into a smart cities in a decade. So what do you think? What could be the likely mistake in this statement? Now, even if you have not read Vision IAS, even if you have not read any current affair books, but still you can find out the answer of this question. You don't need to read Vision IAS to find out whether the statement is correct or wrong. Can anybody tell me whether this statement is correct or wrong? And if it is correct, why it is correct, and if it is wrong, why it is wrong?
It is wrong, sir.
It is wrong. Who is this? Who is this? Saurabh,
sir.
Yes, Saurabh जी, बहुत दिनों के बाद आपकी आवाज सुनाई दे रही है. आप बताइए कि क्यों लगता है कि आपको ये स्टेटमेंट रॉन्ग है?
Because every city.
Yes.
This is the link word.
देखिए आप बगैर पढ़ाई की आपको समझ में आ रहा है क्या लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे स्टेटमेंट? You can see the extreme statement that it is a centrally sponsored scheme for developing every city, and that also in decade. Is it possible to make smart cities in India to make all the cities in a country a smart cities in a decade? What do you think? हो सकता है, we can make it, but we can't make it in a decade. Right? So that's why you can say the first statement is wrong, right? Saurabh ji, Venu, can you please mute yourself? Tell you. So if you see that first statement is wrong, let's move on to the next statement. It is an initiative to identify new digital technology innovation for solving the many problems faced by our country. अब मुझे बताइए कि यहाँ पर ये लिखा गया है कि स्मार्ट इंडिया हैकेथॉन, मतलब हैकेथॉन का मतलब होता है there is something related to digital technology, you can say, right? Am I right? इतना तो आपको समझ में आ सकता है. As a graduate person, you can easily say that it must be something related to digital technology. अब यहाँ पर statement ये दिया गया है कि it is an initiative to identify new digital technology innovation for solving the many problems faced by our country. So this statement is positive statement. There is likely chances that this statement could be a correct statement. Am I right? We are understanding how to find out the correct statement or wrong statement. Even if you don't know what is Smart India Hackathon, you can say first statement is wrong and second statement is likely that there could be a likely chances that second statement could be a correct statement. Now let's go to the third statement. It is a program aimed at making all the financial transactions in a country completely digital in a decade. What do you think? Third statement could be correct or wrong? Amulya.
Wrong.
1 second. Let Amulya try to find out whether the statement is correct or wrong. Amulya, it could be wrong. Why it could be wrong?
As it says, completely digital in a decade.
Yes. So it is not possible for making all the transaction in India digitally, especially in a country like India, where more than 92% of the economic activity happens in a informal sector. So it is a program aimed at making all the financial transaction in our country completely digital in a decade. So the statement could be wrong. Now what you can say, what should be the answer of this question? Mithali? Sorry, not Mithali. Amulya. What do you think? What could be the answer of this question?
So it should be B, 2 only.
2 only. Now here you can see, even if you don't know what is Smart India Hackathon, you can find out the answer by using some of the common sense or some of the logic. You are getting this? तो ऐसे कुछ question होते हैं. Every year UPSC do ask such type of question, like maybe around 5 to 10 such question. When if you know the basic, अब यहाँ पर ये expected किया गया है. What is expected in this question? Can you tell me? Is it expected you to know what is Smart India Hackathon, or what you think it is expected from you to know that it is not possible to develop each country in India a smart city, and it is not possible to convert all the financial transaction into digital transaction in a decade. That is what is UPSC is expecting from you. तो जब आप बेसिक प्रिपरेशन करोगे तो आपको इतना पता ही चलेगा कि अगर आपको ये भी नहीं पता है कि स्मार्ट इंडिया हैकेथॉन एग्जैक्टली क्या है, even in spite of that you can find out the answer of such question in exam. So there will be such 20 question in the exam which you can find out by using simple common sense. Are all of you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Right? Any doubts about this question? Is it clear? Pranav, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So what will we do? You will try to attempt such type of questions, or you will not try to attempt such type of question? I told you will not attempt the questions like the that question which I've told you. वो वाला ऊपर वाला जो question था जिसमें what was that? That questions which I've explained you.
Prior learning scheme.
Yes, prior learning scheme. Unless and until you are very sure, you will not attempt it. But here, even if you don't know, you will try to attempt such question by reading the statement. By reading the statement, you can come to know that the first statement and third statement could be wrong. Right? Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 11. Question number 11 was again a current affair question. ये उस समय में current affairs था because at that time monetary policy committee was created recently and newly. The monetary policy committee has been established by the government and RBI. So ये उस समय का current affairs का question था, and it was very simple question. And again, to find out the answer of this question, again you were not supposed to. It is not necessary to read any current affair magazine in the news in the market. If you are reading newspaper regularly, it would have been very easy to find out the answer of such question. The question is, which of the following statement is or are correct regarding the monetary policy committee? So write down the next important topics on which UPSC is asking the question. Various committees established by government, various committees, especially committees related to economic problems and the social problems and the political problems of the country. अगर पिछले 1-2 साल में ऐसे जो नए committees government ने जो बनाए, especially statutory committees. Remember the committees which have been passed into the parliament, or the committees which has been passed into the parliament, या कानून बनाकर अगर कोई ऐसी कमेटी बनाई गई जो कोई नई बॉडी अगर बनाया गया कि पूरे साल में, तो वो आपको देखना है. And उसमें आपको क्या देखना होगा? What is the objective of that committee? And what is the structure and the composition of that committee that you are expected to know. Here these 3 statements are given. First statement, it decides the RBI's benchmark interest rate. Now whoever have read the newspaper, screen is not visible.
No, sir.
So, all of you are not able to see the screen.
Sir,
Visible to me, sir.
Yes, sir, it
Sir,
can
it's
be.
visible. Fine for me, sir.
Okay. I think. Okay. Let me share it again. Just give me a minute. Is it visible to all of you now?
No, it is not visible, sir.
Now, just check it out.
Yes,
Is it visible?
Sir,
Yeah,
it is
it is fine now, sir.
Okay, fine. चलिए. So first statement, it decides the RBI's benchmark interest rates. So those who have studied or those who have read the newspaper, it would have been very simple statement. ये बहुत ही बेसिक पूछा गया है कि RBI, अब देखिए यूपीएससी ये नहीं पूछता है कि एमपीएससी मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी के लिए किसने रिकमेंडेशन किया था, क्या रिकमेंड किया था, कब कौन से डेट को वो कमेटी बनाई गई थी, कौन सी डेट को कमेटी का रिपोर्ट आया था, ये नहीं पूछा जाता. This is the common, the common mistake which is made in the current affair magazines, that they give a lot of information about MPC. They have asked very simple question. What is the simple, what you can say, the function of the MPC? They have mentioned it decides the RBI's benchmark interest rates. They have asked whether this statement correct or not. But I can see यूपीएससी में जब भी इस तरीके का जो स्टेटमेंट दिया जाता है कि ये कमेटी ये काम करती है, वो करती है, ये करती है, most of the time such type of statements are correct. So here there could not be any, the likely mistake in this statement. इस statement में कोई likely mistake होने के chances नहीं है, because it is a positive statement and at the same time you can see कि ये ऐसा statement है जो MPC का काम के बारे में बताता है और function के बारे में बताता है. You are getting it, the psychology of the question framework? ठीक है. Second statement, it is a 12-member body including the governor of RBI and it is reconstituted every year. Now can anybody tell me what could be the likely mistake in this statement? The second statement में likely mistake होने के chances क्या है? मतलब जब भी आप कोई भी कमेटी के बारे में जब आप पढ़ोगे तो ये चीज आपको देखना होगा कि उस कमेटी के बारे में हमको exactly focus क्या करना. पहला तो what is the basic function of that committee, second what is the composition of that committee. So what could be the likely mistake in this statement?
12-member body, sir.
Yeah, whether it is a 12-member body or not, and it is reconstituted every year. You need to know whether the MPC was reconstituted every year or not. So 12-member body, the correct statement is correct or wrong? So the 12-member body is a correct or wrong number?
Wrong है sir.
It is wrong, like 6 member, right? Because आपने न्यूज़पेपर में भी पढ़ा होगा कि ये मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी कमेटी जब बनाई गई थी, it was a 6-member body. Recently, although you must have seen that the monetary policy was in news. Can anybody tell me why the monetary policy committee was in news? Amulya, do you remember why the monetary policy committee was in news recently?
No, sir. I don't.
No idea. You are not attending the newspaper analysis class.
Sir, I missed a few classes.
ठीक है, चलिए. Who is regular for my newspaper analysis? Who can tell me why it was in news? Yes, Omar. Yes.
So recently they have allowed open retail investors to like to invest in the government securities market, and even the accommodative stance taken by the Monetary Policy Committee. Like recently, basically there were some initiatives taken by the Monetary Policy Committee. So one of the major initiatives.
या उसके अलावा और मुस्तफा आज के न्यूज़पेपर में शायद आया था. यस
सर. नहीं सर, इसके पहले जब आरबीआई सर थोड़ा लेट हुआ था सर इस साल का, इसीलिए भी वो न्यूज में चल रहा था सर. मतलब मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी कमेटी जिस वक्त होना था उस वक्त नहीं हो रहा था वो काम, तो 2-3 दिन से न्यूज़पेपर में आ रहा था सर मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी का.
ठीक है, तो अभी आज के न्यूज़पेपर में ये बताया गया है.
And sir, earlier it was quarterly, but now it is bi-monthly, like twice, once in 2 months.
ठीक है, चलिए. Why? What is the happening? That is what I'm saying. You people are focusing on the minute details. You are not focusing the broader, the broader problems of the MPC. UPSC is expecting you to have a broader understanding, or broader you can say the information. Anyways, it is in the news recently because monetary policy is looking forward to review the MPC, the inflation target. वो जो benchmark inflation target है ना, आज के न्यूज़पेपर में हमने पढ़ा था कि now monetary policy committee wants to review the target. वो जो target है ना, ideal inflation target, whether we need to make
inflation, it was related to manage the inflation rate, I guess.
Right. So ideal rate is around 4%. So whether shall we keep that inflation rate only around 4%, or shall we allow more inflation in the economy as per the recent, the structural changes which is happening in the country. So that's why MPC was in news. Am I right, Omar? आज ही के न्यूज़पेपर में आया.
Yes, it was yesterday, but it was there.
Yes, right. Yeah, anyways, so 12-member body is a wrong statement. Third statement, it functions under the chairmanship of the Union Finance Minister. So what could be the likely mistake in this statement? Yes, Priyanka, what do you think? What could be the likely mistake in this statement? Priyanka, can you guess what could be the likely mistake in this statement? Yes.
The chairmanship of Union Finance Minister, sir.
Yes, whether it was by Union Finance Minister, yeah, whether it was by the Union Finance Minister or someone else. That is what is expected.
Uh,
So what do you think? Whether the chairmanship of the MPC is by the Union Finance Minister or someone else? अगर आपने न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ा है तो ये स्टेटमेंट उतना ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट नहीं था. If you are reading newspaper regularly, you could be easily find out who is the chairman of the MPC.
Shaktikant Das.
तो वही शक्तिकांत दास.
RBI governor.
It is actually the RBI governor. So it is
So
under the governor.
that is what is expected in this question. तो अगर बिकॉज आप न्यूज़पेपर अगर पढ़ रहे हो, अगर मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी कमेटी के बारे में अगर न्यूज आ रही है तो आपको ये पता होता है कि द चेयरमैनशिप ऑफ द एमपीसी इज नॉट टू द फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर, इट इज टू द गवर्नर ऑफ आरबीआई. So you can say the second statement is also wrong, third statement is also wrong, one only is the correct answer. Now tell me, this question is tough or easy? क्या ये difficult question है?
No sir.
It was easy question if you are reading question paper continuously, right? Now let's move on to the next question. With reference to Manipur Sankirtana, this is actually the question of the art and culture. I will be discussing about art and culture later on. I will be focusing only on the current affair question. Let's move on to the next current affair question. Is it okay if I continue for more 15 minutes, or is it becoming too late? Shall we stop it here, or shall we continue for more 15 minutes for today?
More 15 minutes.
ठीक है, चलिए. Here now this is question in the context of the solving pollution problem. What is or are the advantages of the bioremediation technique? Now ये है current science and technology का question जो यूपीएससी पिछले 2-3 साल से पूछ रहा है. So remember, anything which is in the news, any technology, any new innovative ideas, any new what you can say the machines, any new what you can say the technology has been developed recently to give solution to the environmental problems or maybe like all the socio-economic problems which are being faced by the country. अब देखिए बायो रिमेडिएशन टेक्निक जो है ये रिसेंटली न्यूज में था, which was giving a solution to the pollution problem. Now क्वेश्चन ये पूछा गया है कि what are the likely advantages? What are the advantages of the bioremediation technique? Bioremediation technique. अब पिछले 2-3 साल से इस तरह के क्वेश्चन पूछे गए. इस साल के भी क्वेश्चन में पूछा गया था कि what is the advantages of the artificial intelligence? What is where the remote sensing technology can be utilized? उससे पहले GPS के बारे में पूछा गया था. So continuously such type of questions are being asked by UPSC. Now we'll try to find out the answer. Even if you don't know what is bioremediation technique, still we'll try to find out how to find out the answer of such question. Now यहाँ पर देखिए क्वेश्चन ये पूछा गया, स्टेटमेंट ये किया गया कि it is a technique for cleaning up pollution by enhancing same biodegradation process that occurs in nature. अब देखिए bioremediation. If you know what is the meaning of bioremediation, remediation मतलब कि trying to recover back all the you can say the harms which you have created for the nature. So statement है, it is a technique of cleaning up pollution by enhancing the same biodegradation process that occurs in nature. So what do you think by looking at the statement? Is there any negative in this statement, or you think it is a positive statement? What do you think? The statement could be correct or wrong?
Correct.
It could be correct, right? समझ में आ रहा है? Pranav, are you getting
Yes,
it?
sir.
Why this statement is correct? Because it is saying, it is just explaining. As I told you that whenever the UPSC is giving a statement which is explaining one particular aspect, whether it is PPP, like purchasing power parity ये होता है, GDP ये होता है, gross value addition ये होता है, या bioremediation technique ये होता है, ये जिस तरीके जहां भी UPSC जिस तरीके से इसको एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश करते हैं, most of the time such statements are correct. Second, any containment with heavy metals such as cadmium and lead can be readily and completely treated by bioremediation using microorganism. What could be the likely mistake in this statement? आप statement पढ़ने से पता चल जाएगा कि statement में there is something in this statement which make this statement wrong. So you need to identify the exam. What could be the likely mistake in this statement?
Any containment.
अभी आपने देखिए ये कवर मिशा किया है कि completely treated.
Completely treated by bioremediation.
Completely treated. So what do you think? The second statement should be correct or wrong?
Wrong.
Wrong. All of you getting it? Even if you don't know what is bioremediation technique, अगर आपने कहीं से पहले नहीं भी पढ़ा है तो भी आप इस स्टेटमेंट को अगर देखोगे तो इससे आपको पता चल जाएगा कि this statement is wrong. You are getting it? So UPSC यही चेक कर रहा है whether you are using your common sense or not. That's what UPSC is expecting. Under the pressure in exam hall, you just need to use your common sense in certain questions. Especially science and technology के questions इतने आसान होते हैं most of the students get it wrong in science and technology question. You don't need to prepare anything specific or anything special for finding out finding out the answer of such question. By basic understanding, you can find out the answer. And that, what is that basic understanding? That this technique, obviously, ये natural process है, but of course that natural process cannot, we can say, completely treat, especially the metals, heavy metals like cadmium. अब वहाँ पे स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन किया गया कि कैडमियम में एक हेवी मेटल है, तो क्या वो हेवी मेटल बायोडिग्रेडेशन प्रोसेस से वो कंप्लीटली ट्रीट किया जा सकता है? इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. Am I right, Omar?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir,
second
correct.
statement could be wrong. Third statement, genetic engineering can be used to create microorganisms specifically designed for bioremediation. Simple है, क्या जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग का इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है फॉर माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स को, इस तरीके के माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स को बनाने के लिए जो बायो रिमेडिएशन में मदद कर सकता है. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक, स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट और रॉन्ग? पॉजिटिव स्टेटमेंट है,
करेक्ट है सर.
पॉजिटिव स्टेटमेंट है. जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग, अगर आपको ये पता है कि जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग क्या है तो उसका इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है. Am I right, प्रियंका? Are you there? I think she has left. Anyways, तो बाकी सब लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है? अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, let me know. Is it clear to all of you? सौरभ जी, समझ में आ रहा है सौरभ?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So,
sir.
Pranav, is it clear? Pranav.
Yes, sir.
So, what should be the answer of this question then?
1 and 3, sir. C.
1 and 3 only. Is it clear?
C.
Yeah, 1 and 3 only. ठीक है, चलिए. Let's move on to the next current affair question. Question number 18. Simple question. The term digital single market strategy seen in the news refers to. All of you write it down. Next important category on which the current affair questions are asked. International, the international organization. आपको ये देखना है कि if at international level if there is anything especially related to the trade policy, because we have seen in WTO organization. All of you remember WTO?
Yes, sir.
Right?
वर्ल्ड ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन.
So we have seen that every country in the world they are trying to protect their local interests. At the same time, some of the organizations are trying to create the trade unions or local the trade the agreements at the regional level because of some of the failures of the WTO. तो यहाँ पर ये पूछा गया कि digital single market strategy seen in the news refers to. Options are ASEAN, then BRICS, European Union, G20. So answer of this question is European Union. मैंने एक सजेशन उस समय मैंने कैंडिडेट्स को दिया था, those who were appearing for the UPSC. मैंने आप उस समय में एक सजेशन दिया था कि if you find European Union in option in such type of question that this particular this particular thing is seen in the news with reference to which among the following organization, ऐसे अगर कोई क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है तो विदाउट एनी थिंकिंग आप यूरोपियन यूनियन मार्क कर आओगे. Every year, like you can see from 2014 onwards, whenever European Union is in the option in UPSC's question, most of the time the answer European Union is correct. So answer this question, European Union is the answer. But it is a very straightforward question. Here there could not be no any chances. But अगर यूपीएससी में अगर इस साल के क्वेश्चन में अगर इस तरीके का कोई क्वेश्चन आता है और जिसमें अगर यूरोपियन यूनियन अगर ऑप्शन में है तो आपको यूरोपियन यूनियन मार्क करना है. अब मैं ये एक और चीज भी बताता हूँ. There is one more organization which I always say कि अगर वो organization अगर आपके यूपीएससी के क्वेश्चन में अगर दिखता है तो आपको मार्क करना है even if you don't know the answer. Anyone remember which is that organization? Yes.
World Economic Forum. Sir,
No, not World Economic Forum. I have told you one more.
World Bank?
Not World Bank. It is WTO, World Trade Organization. ठीक है. तो there is one more, World Trade Organization और European Union. अगर आपको किसी भी क्वेश्चन में ऑप्शन दिखेगा तो आपको वो मार्क करना है. You can always say कि यूपीएससी ने आज तक WTO और यूरोपियन यूनियन जिन दोनों ऑप्शन को एक सवाल में कभी भी दिया नहीं है. Because अगर यहाँ पर WTO होता तो you could have marked WTO because of that. So what is UPSC is expecting you to know that whenever European Union is option and whenever the WTO is option, that is the correct answer. Getting it? यहाँ पर WTO जानबूझकर नहीं दिया गया है because WTO is one such organization on which UPSC every year UPSC is asking one such question. Question कोई भी हो, option अगर WTO है तो आपको mark करना है. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. And even Brexit was there in news this year. So there might be
Ah.
question on European Union.
Which was Brexit.
Brexit, exit of Britain.
Brexit तो वो पिछले 2-3 साल से न्यूज में है, तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि यूपीएससी इतना आसान सवाल पूछेगा कि ब्रेक्सिट किससे रिलेटेड है. बट यू नो ये जो क्वेश्चन है, दिस इज एक्चुअली रिलेटेड टू द इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड, स्पेशली द रीजनल ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट्स. तो you have to write it down. You have to write down the regional trade agreements among the various countries. अगर पिछले एक साल में अगर इस तरीके का कोई रीजनल ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट अगर हुआ है तो उस पे यूपीएससी क्वेश्चन पूछता है. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
चलिए, now let's move on to the next page, next current affair question. एनवायरमेंटल के क्वेश्चन तो बहुत आसान होते हैं. बेसिक आपका अगर एनवायरमेंटल का हो जाएगा, आई विल कम टू दैट environmental question. Now here it is the one more important current affair environmental question. It is possible to produce algae based biofuels, but what is or are the likely limitations of developing countries in promoting this industry? अब देखिए, आपको ये पता है इंडिया किस तरीके की कंट्री है. Which type of country India is? Developing or developed or less developed? Developing country. अब यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन ये पूछा है कि what are the limitations of the developing countries in promoting the algae based biofuels? algae से बायोफ्यूल बनाया जा सकता है, right? तो what would be the likely limitations of the developing? इसके लिए भी आपको कोई भी specific preparation करने की जरूरत नहीं. We can easily find out the answer of this question. Let's try to find out the answer of this question. First option है, what could be the likely limitation पूछा है. Production of algae based biofuel is possible in seas only and not on continents. So what do you think? Is J likely mistake हो सकता है या likely limitation हो सकता है in the developing countries that की production could be possible only in the seas and not on the continents? What do you think? The statement is correct or wrong?
Maybe wrong, sir.
I think so wrong.
Maybe wrong. Yes, Saurabh ji, what do you think? Why it could be the wrong?
Because say about seas only, not about continent. Continent too, maybe.
जी, आप सही पकड़े हो सौरभ जी. अभी आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि यूपीएससी क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है उस पर्टिकुलर स्टेटमेंट में, राइट? सेकंड स्टेटमेंट, setting up and engineering the algae based biofuel production requires high level of expertise and technology until the construction is completed. So क्या ये limitation हो सकता है developing countries का? Do you think the developing countries are having the limitations of technology and expertise with respect to the algae based biofuels? So are all of you agree with that? This could be the limitation. Right.
Yes, sir.
Last है, economically viable production necessitates the setting up of large scale facilities which may raise ecological and social concerns. तो इस तरीके के जो large scale पे अगर हमें facilities बनाना है, it may also raise ecological and social concerns. So do you think this is the limitation of the developing countries?
Yes, sir.
Right. So what could be
Yes,
what should be the answer of this question?
2 and 3.
2 and 3, sir.
2 and 3. Am I right? Option A 2 and 3. Saurabh?
Yes,
Is
sir. It's B.
There is a possibility of how algae is produced in continents, sir.
नहीं, यहाँ पर ये लिखा है कि is it a limitation of developing country? See, this could not be a limitation of developing country. The question
This is
says,
common problem.
yeah, this is not a problem related to only developing countries. This could be a problem for developed as well as developing country. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So in that sense, the first statement is wrong. Second statement and third statement is, because question is asking about what are the likely limitations of developing countries. So this limitation, because algae based biofuels can be produced in sea only, that is correct, and that cannot be produced on the continent, that is also correct. But this is not a limitation of the only developing countries. This could be a limitations of developed countries as well. Clear? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So
Yes, sir.
now one thing, when I told you, whenever the only term is used in any in any statement, most of the time, unless and until you are very sure that that only is correct, you can consider that that statement is wrong. Can you see here? Now, without studying anything, some, more out of 15 current affairs questions, we can easily find out, 10 current affairs questions without what you can say reading anything from the current affairs magazines, by simply having the basic strong. Is it clear? Chale, let's
Yes,
move on to
sir.
the next question. With reference to the following objectives of the National Nutrition Mission. Write it down. One of the important current affairs on which the UPSC is asking the question. Important national missions, especially missions related to the nutritional power problem in India. इंडिया में जो भी न्यूट्रिशनल प्रॉब्लम है उसको उससे लेकर बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन पूछे जा रहे हैं by the UPSC in last 2-3 years. Continuously they are asking questions related to that. Recently, National Food Security Act was also news because the government wants to review the National Food Security Act. तो उसको लेकर भी न्यूज में था. तो अब यहाँ पर देखिए, which of the following are the objectives of the National Nutrition Mission? First statement, again, it was again easy, very easy question. No need of reading anything specific for this particular question. To create awareness relating to the malnutrition among the pregnant women and lactating mothers. What do you think? Do you think it could be an objective of the National Nutrition Mission in India? To create awareness about the malnutrition among the pregnant women, especially the lactating mothers?
Yes, sir.
Second statement, to reduce the incidence of anemia among the young children, adolescent girls and women. Anemia, you know what is the meaning of anemia?
Deficiency of blood.
Deficiency of blood or deficiency of hemoglobin in the blood? चलिए deficiency of blood भी चलेगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. As a generalist चलेगा. अगर आप डॉक्टर की लैंग्वेज में अगर आप बात करोगे तो anemia is actually the deficiency of hemoglobin or some some of the you can say the some of the the basic elements which we need to have into the blood. Anyways, so to reduce the incidence of anemia among the young children, adolescent girls and women. Third statement is to promote the consumption of millets, coarse cereals and unpolished rice. So what do you think? That could be a part of that could be the possibility. National Nutrition Mission का ये objective हो सकता है कि promote the consumption of millets or coarse cereals and unpolished rice. Okay,
I think no.
Okay, last statement है to promote the consumption of poultry eggs. क्या आपको लगता है कि poultry eggs का consumption बढ़ाने के लिए National Nutrition Mission हो सकता है? ये दोनों स्टेटमेंट आज आप देखोगे it is both related to the nutrition only, because nowadays we can see millets and coarse cereals are promoted by the government, that people should go for more and more millets and coarse cereals as a as a healthy diet. And even when you eat more what you say, that also give you the protein. But do you think it is the objective of the National Nutrition Mission?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Right, so you are getting it. How to find out the answer? क्या लगता है आपको? This is what is UPSC is expecting here. Now let's move on to the next here. In the context of mitigating the impending global warming due to the anthropogenic emissions of carbon dioxide. ये environmental से related question है, current environment से related. In the context of impending global warming, anthropogenic emissions. Anthropogenic मतलब जो human being, human activity से जो emission होता है carbon emission. Because carbon emission naturally also occurs. उसके अलावा कार्बन एमिशन ह्यूमन एक्टिविटी से भी होता है. Can anybody give me the example of anthropogenic and non-anthropogenic emission of carbon dioxide? One example of anthropogenic and one example of natural emission of carbon dioxide.
Sir, anthropogenic is using vehicle or and natural is like.
Yes, sir. Continue.
Sir, so natural is like volcanic eruptions.
Okay,
like,
volcanic eruption है, respiration है. Respiration, human being जब हम plants also do the respire, and when we respire we emit the carbon dioxide. Am I right? ठीक है, चलिए. आप क्वेश्चन ये पूछा गया कि in the context of mitigating impending global warming due to the anthropogenic emissions of carbon dioxide, which of the following can be potential sites of carbon sequestration? अब यहाँ पे आपको ये पता होना चाहिए था कि कार्बन सिक्वेस्ट्रेशन क्या होता है. So leave this question. I will discuss this question when I will be taking the basics of environmental study. जब हम इसको देखते हैं, because ये आपको पता होना जरूरी है कि कार्बन सिक्वेस्ट्रेशन क्या होता है. We will leave this question. We will not discuss about it. We'll go to the next question. National pension system. Who can join the national pension system? NPS. ये न्यूज में था. National pension system was started by the government for the for the unorganized, the citizens of India. So this is actually a social sector initiative. All of you write it down. Recent social sector, initiatives taken by the government. Current affairs में ये question पूछा जा सकता है. Social security initiatives, you can say, rather than social sector, we can say social sector initiatives. Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me for whom the social sector or social security is needed?
So can you please repeat the question?
For whom the social security assistance is needed in India?
Sir, to the poor and especially elderly persons.
It's not only poor, you can say
Sir,
all those people who are
everyone.
working in unorganized sector. Right? Those who are not having any pension, those who are not having any health security, those who are not having any wages security. So social security assistance उन्हें देनी पड़ती है, those who are not working in an organized sector, because those who are working in organized sector, they already have the securities. Like they have security in terms of pension, they have security in terms of their health, in case of the problem, they have security in terms of their salary, they are secure in terms of their case of the future. तो इंडिया में सोशल सिक्योरिटी असिस्टेंस उन्हें देना पड़ता है कि दोज हु आर वर्किंग इन अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड सेक्टर, राइट? सो अब इसमें ऑब्वियसली ओल्ड एज पीपल भी आ गए, या फिर हॉकर्स भी आ गए, या फिर दोज पीपल हु आर नॉट वर्किंग इन दी गवर्नमेंट कंपनीज और ऑर्गेनाइज्ड कंपनीज, उनके लिए गवर्नमेंट अलग-अलग तरीके के सोशल सिक्योरिटी असिस्टेंस देता है. सोशल सिक्योरिटी असिस्टेंस मींस द असिस्टेंस गिवन बाय द गवर्नमेंट. That is what is the meaning of social security assistance program. Right? So NPS is one such social security assistance program. The question is, who among the following can join the national pension system? Residents of resident Indian citizens only. Persons of age from 21 to 55 only. All state government employees joining the services after the date of notification of the respective state government. All central government employees, including those of the armed forces, joining the service on 1st April 2004. Now, can anybody tell me, to mark this question, do you need to have the specific information about this particular NPS, or you can simply use logic and guesswork and find out the answer?
This is only for the unorganized sector, sir. C and D is the wrong answer.
C is also wrong. So, resident of all the residents, Indian citizen only, or the pension scheme can be taken by the people between persons of 21 and 55. Can a 1 year boy can register himself for the national pension scheme? Because जब यहाँ पर ये लिखा है कि resident Indian citizens का मतलब हो सकता है कि below 18 year citizens भी हो सकता है. Can he register or can he join the national pension scheme system?
no, sir.
The answer is B.
Are you sure?
Sir, 100%.
Okay, go
Yes,
and
sir.
check.
The age. Yes.
See,
Yes.
even I am not sure about the answer of this question, because अगर ये question मैं अगर exam hall में होता, I would have skipped this question unless and until I am very sure about this NPS thing, because ये specific question पूछा गया है, तो मैं इस question को skip करता. हाँ, लेकिन अगर मुझे exactly पता होता, तो I would have marked B or anything, whatever I know.
न्यूज़पेपर में था सर.
ऐसे जो क्वेश्चन है जहां पर स्पेसिफिक इंफॉर्मेशन पूछी गई है, इट इज वाइज टू लीव सच टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन इफ यू आर नॉट श्योर अबाउट इट. समझ में आ गया? इज इट क्लियर? check it. But if you want to confirm about it, we can go and check it out. What is the correct answer of this question? Because मैं इस क्वेश्चन को अटेम्प्ट नहीं करता because I am not sure about it. ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
चले, let's move on to the next question. River Tista, consider the following statement, refer to the River Tista. Now, why this question has been asked? Because River Tista was in news. Now, this is a current affairs question for geography. So, why this question has been asked? Because River Tista was in news. So,